Welcome to the vSim e-learning course. This first section will provide an overview of the graphical user interface and basic program handling in vSim. In the vSim window, the vSim version and service pack numbers are shown in the header area, followed by the name of the vSim network file if it is defined. Below the header areas are vSim menus that provide commands for file management, network editing, display setting, data input, evaluation, and simulation control. Menu commands can be accessed by mouse click or by keyboard shortcuts. On the menu bar, select "?Info". It shows the vSim version and contact information, including links to contact the technical support, vSim hotline, and to download vSim service packs. When contacting the hotline, you may be asked for your dongle or hard lock number. This number is listed in the license dialog if you select "License" on the menu bar. In the license dialog, it also shows the maximum network size and simulation length that can be handled, as well as optional modules that are enabled with your current vSim license. On the same menu bar selecting Help, or alternatively pressing F1, will load the vSim online help. You can also find PDF copies of the user manual, release notes, and other manuals for add-on modules in the document folder of the vSim installation directory. Below the menu bar by default are vSim toolbars for file management, printing, network element selection, and simulation control. To the left of vSim Desktop are toolbars for network navigation and network element editing. Depending on the current edit and graphics mode, not all of the buttons on the toolbars may be activated. Buttons that are disabled are grayed. vSim toolbars can be rearranged, inserted, or removed. In the toolbar area, right-click and toggle checkbox in the list of toolbars to add or remove a toolbar. Let's add the test toolbar. Also, all menu commands can be added to a toolbar. To edit the toolbar content, right-click inside the toolbar area and select Customize to open the Customize window. Under the Commands tab, you can choose a command and drag it with the mouse to the desired position inside an existing toolbar. Let's add the View Options menu and the Background Edit menu, since these are very useful toolbars to have. Click the new toolbar options, or select View-Options on the menu bar. It opens the Display Options window. Here you can choose the global display parameters of vSim. The Network tab contains options for displaying the link network. In the normal view, links will be displayed in their full width with selected color. In the centerline view, only link centerlines will be displayed using specified color. Links can also not be displayed if you select Invisible. The link display options can be toggled at any point during network coding or simulation using the shortcut Control-A. The shortcut will toggle between the centerline view and whichever option is selected within the Display Options window. Under this tab, you can also define the pixel width for displaying the lane marking on a multi-lane link. Let's set 1 pixel for the lane marking width. The default units in vSim are metric. Select the Language and Units tab. Here you can toggle the units for distance, speed, and acceleration between metric and imperial systems. Let's change to the imperial system. The selected units will be reflected in the vSim windows as well as in the output files. Click OK to confirm the setting. Now, to open an existing vSim network file, select File Open on the menu bar. vSim networks have the file extension INP. By default, it goes to the Examples folder under the vSim installation directory. Here you can find many example files supplied with the vSim installation under subfolders Demo and Training. If you have a specified folder for vSim Works, you can set that folder as the default folder for vSim to start in. As we show here, you can right-click the vSIM shortcut on the Windows desktop or startup menu to open the property window and change the default file directory in the Start In field. Back to the vSIM Open File window. Let's select and open an example file. Go to Training, Signal Control, Menu, Example RBC, and select the INP file. This is a completed signal timing example file. While you move your mouse on the vSIM desktop, it shows the current cursor position in the first section of the status bar at the bottom of the vSIM desktop. If you select a link, it shows the link number and the cursor position within the selected link in the second section of the status bar. You can click the scroll bar above the status bar to scroll the network view vertically, or click the scroll bar to the right of the vSIM desktop to scroll it horizontally. You can select the zoom icon on the toolbar, the one that looks like a magnifier. Left-click and drag an area to zoom in. You can go back to the previous view with a right mouse click. You can also use the page up and page down keys to zoom in and zoom out of a network area. Left-click the first toolbar icon, Show Entire Network, on the left. It will reset the viewing area. To see other network elements besides links and connectors, select a desired network editing mode on the toolbar. Let's select the Signal Heads icon. Existing signal heads are now displayed as red bars on top of links and connectors. It also shows the editing instructions in the third section of the status bar. In addition, more than one network element can be displayed and labeled at a time, independently of the current edit mode. On the menu bar, select View Network Elements to open the display of the Network Elements window. You can check the checkbox for a desired network element to turn on the display of that element. Let's select to show detectors and signal heads permanently. You can further enable the text display associated with the selected network element by selecting an option from the label list box. Click OK to confirm the setting. Now, detectors are also displayed in the signal head editing mode. You can use the shortcut Control N to toggle the network element display. The display options that we have changed so far can be saved to a configuration INI file. On the menu bar, select View, Save Settings. Save the setting as demo.ini. This also saves the vSIM window size and position, zoom factor, and evaluation settings for online or offline outputs. The saved settings can be reloaded at any time using View, Load Settings. To run a simulation, on the menu bar, select Simulation Continuous, or press F5 on the keyboard. Selecting Simulation Single Step will cause the simulation to pause at the first time step. The play buttons on the toolbar can be used to start the simulation as well. Once the simulation has started, other buttons can be used to pause and stop the simulation. Alternatively, you can use shortcut keys F6 and Escape to pause and stop the simulation. The spacebar will advance the simulation by one time step, but will continue advancing if held. Press Enter to switch the simulation from the single-step mode to the continuous run mode. You can increase or decrease the speed of a simulation using the plus or minus keys. Pressing the star key will run the simulation at the maximum speed possible for your computer. During the simulation run, it shows the current simulation time and local cycle time in the second section of the status bar, and it shows the number of vehicles currently in the network in the third section of the status bar. The simulation time during a simulation run can be displayed as either simulation second or by time of day. On the menu bar, select View, Status Bar, Time. This will change the simulation time display type from simulation second to time of day. You can also toggle the time display types using the shortcut Control-U. The initial time can be set in the Simulation Parameters window. On the menu bar, select Simulation Parameters. Start time is the time shown on the clock at the beginning of the simulation. Let's change the start time to 10 o'clock. Click OK to continue. You can see the change of the simulation time in the status bar. At any point of the simulation run, you can pause the simulation and save the current simulation state as a snapshot SNP file. On the menu bar, select Simulation, Save Snapshot, and save the current simulation state to temp.snp. Click the Stop button on the toolbar to stop the simulation, and reload the simulation from a Save Snapshot by selecting Simulation Load Snapshot. The simulation will continue as if it was not interrupted. This feature is useful for comparing different operational scenarios from the same point in simulation. For a large network, this can be a considerable saving of computing time for reaching a desired condition in simulation. The most common use for this is to record an animation.